Did you know that under Trump's plan, you could be detained at a hospital, a wedding, or even a funeral? Today, I'll explain what this means and, more importantly, how you can protect yourself. Stay until the end, download a practical guide that could help you in an emergency. Ready to get started? Is this the end of our community? NBC News reports that Trump wants to remove protections that have long prevented ICE agents from making arrests in sensitive locations, like churches, schools, and hospitals, except in extreme cases. Currently, ICE agents can only enter those spaces in cases involving national security threats, terrorism, or imminent danger to life or property. But if Trump's plan moves forward, these restrictions would disappear. What would this mean for our communities? The removal of these protections could eliminate safe spaces for those seeking refuge, like people who have lived in sanctuaries for years. Many churches and religious communities have already expressed fear over potential backlash. Should places of hope become zones of fear? As Lee Gellerant, an ACLU attorney, stated, just because it's legal to arrest someone in hospitals and schools doesn't mean it's humane or sensible public policy. Some former Department of Homeland Security officials believe this could streamline ICE operations, but at what cost? Well, what about dreamers? While Trump has recently said he's willing to support dreamers so they can stay in the U.S., their parents won't have the same protection. Future border czar Tom Homan said, quote, "You can take your kids with you or leave them here, but you won't get a free pass." This raises serious questions about the rights of families, leaving many facing an uncertain future. For those who support mass deportation, the question remains, do mass deportations make this country safer or better? How can you protect yourself today? The threat is real, but so are your rights. Here are 3 critical steps to prepare. First critical step to prepare is create a family emergency plan. Gather your family, decide who will be the main contact in case of an emergency. Being organized can make all the difference during a chaotic situation. Critical step number 2. Prepare your important documents. Make copies of work permits, birth certificates, and other vital records. Memorize your alien registration number and keep everything accessible to streamline any process. And critical step number 3, designate a caregiver for your children. Don't leave anything to chance. Set up a power of attorney so someone you trust can make decisions for your children if you're unable to. Now, what if you're detained? Even if you're undocumented, you have rights. Here's what you need to know. If ICE comes to your home, you don't have to open the door unless they have a valid judicial warrant. If you're stopped on the street, you have the right to remain silent. Don't let them pressure you. If you're stopped in your car, show your documents, but don't allow them to search your vehicle without your consent. Don't worry, our downloadable guide includes all this information in detail, along with tips and suggestions to protect yourself. You can also fill out with personal and family information to stay prepared. The year is ending, and Trump has already promised to launch the largest deportation operation in U.S. history on his first day in office. An immigration attorney can make the difference between staying in the U.S. and facing deportation. Many cases can be fought while you remain in the country, but having an expert by your side is critical. This is your chance to take action before it's too late. Download your practical guide, fill it out with your information, and practice the plan with your family. Be ready for any situation. What do you think of Trump's plan? Do you believe eliminating sensitive locations will improve safety or just create more chaos and division? Share your thoughts and tell us how you are preparing to protect your family. Even if you don't have papers, you do have rights. Now it's time to act, get informed, and be ready for what comes next. Take action. And remember, we're in this together. Hey, did you like the video? I invite you to watch another video where I share more tips on how to protect your reputation as an immigrant. Until next time.